In this video, we're going to take a look at the Partners tab in your boberdoo system. So in order to purchase lead, a partner or a buyer will need three things. They need to have an active account, they need available funds, either through a positive balance or a credit, and they need to have a matching filter set. All of those things can be managed through your Partners tab. First, when a lead or a call or ping comes into the system, the boberdoo system handles it the same way each time. When that lead or ping or call enters the system, boberdoo excludes those clients or partners who cannot take the lead at that point in time. We remove all clients who do not have an active account. We remove all clients without available funds, and we remove those clients who do not have a matching filter set, one that 100% matches that lead, ping, or call. At that point, we're left with either no matches, in which case an unmatched response is returned, a single match, in which case we would be distributing to that one only, or in this case, we have multiple matches. By default, most boberdoo systems operate on a best price scenario. So when that ping comes in and we have multiple matches, if we look to sort these matches, we compare your best exclusive buyer against the sum of your non-exclusive buyers. We figure out whichever has the highest revenue, carve out your profit margin at the source settings, and then return the balance back to the seller in the case of a ping. So in order for a partner to have an active account, available funds, and a matching filter set, you'll need to visit your Partners tab, and that's found here in your left menu in your boberdoo system. So the first thing to note, if you have multiple partners set up, you are able to search for a specific partner or partners by clicking on the filter icon on the far right side here, and then adding your search criteria in order to drill down to only those partners who are relevant to your search. You can also change the order in which these columns are displayed by clicking on the column priority configuration gear icon. You simply drag and drop the column headings into the order you want the information to appear on the page, and then click Reload Page. You can also hide any of these columns from view by unchecking the corresponding box, and if you want to restore the columns to the default setting at any time, you just click Restore Default. So for that active status, that's something you can easily adjust by clicking on the Active, Not Active toggle button here. The next thing, the available funds, you can manage all of your partners' funds through the quick links in the toolbar. We'll take a look at the transactions and the invoicing and billing pages, but we'll start with transactions. Transactions is where you can keep an accounting of any funds that have been added to or subtracted from this partner's account within the boberdoo system. You're able to add manual transactions, whether they're credits or charges, and once you add that transaction, it will appear in this tab, and there will be a running balance. You can also drill down by transaction date and filter on these as well. It's important to note that the Transactions tab only affects the partner's balance within boberdoo. Nothing is charged or added to their actual credit card, and there is no bank transaction that takes place. This is one way you can manage your partner's available funds within the boberdoo system. You can also manage your partner's available funds through the Invoicing and Billing tab. This is where you would either determine a credit limit or manage any recurring billing options. You can set your partner's credit limit here. For example, if you set this for $10, it would allow them to go negative $10. Or you can set them up with no limit, which will allow them to go negative as much as needed in order to purchase leads. You also have the option to set your partners up with recurring billing. Your recurring billing options are tied to your add fund settings. Autorai.net CIM and Braintree are two options you have for recurring billing. So if you have an account with either Autorai.net CIM or Braintree, you can input your merchant account information here, and we can enable these capabilities for you. When it comes to the auto rebilling options, there are two. We have one that brings the account back to zero, either on the first of the month or on a specific day of the week. Alternatively, we have the charge below remaining trigger. So for example, if you set the remaining credit trigger for $100 with the value for notification email rebill amount set to auto, once your partner reaches the $100 amount, their account would automatically rebill for the amount that you set here. For example, you could set it for $500. Another option is the Invoice Manager, where if you're going to allow them to run negative, you can automate the invoice process on a weekly or a monthly basis. This generates a PDF invoice of the leads that you sold to them over that previous period. It will also log it all down below here so that you're able to keep track of their invoices as well. if you are going to go this route, we recommend putting your accounting or accounts receivable email into the partner invoice recipient field. And that way that person will receive all of the invoices and can verify them before forwarding them on to the client. So those are the billing options that are available for you, which leads us to the third thing that your partners will need in order to purchase leads, and that is a matching filter set.